Happy Monday. It is Water Change Monday, episode 4. That means that today is the last day we will be using any kind of instant ocean in our saltwater mix. So, let's get started. As always, 5 gallons of RODI water. Instant ocean. Alright, so we have less than a half cup of instant ocean left. That's maybe an eighth of a cup at best. So I'm going to put this in and then try to get as much salt out of the bag as possible. See, completely empty. Well, at least I timed that really well. As always, this will mix until the water is clear. Time for Coral Pro. One half cup. 2 half cups. 3 half cups, 4 half cups. Now I will more than likely need more salt because there was barely a quarter of a cup of instant ocean. So I'm going to let this mix, test the salinity, adjust the salinity. Full spectrum lights just turned on. I wanted to show you guys what the tank is currently looking like during the day, since the last couple of episodes has either been with just the actinics or with the lights off. The tank is looking, I think the tank looks great. The only downfall currently is this baby plate coral is dying. So today I'm going to do the most tedious chore for a reefer, and that is to toothbrush the entire tank. I do have some algae buildup on my glass. I haven't brushed my tank the whole time that I've been running the series. So as you can see, I'm way overdue for a brush. I'll show you guys what it's really like. As you can see, I have a lot to do on that back glass and on that acrylic box as well. It really breaks my heart to mess with the tank when it looks so beautiful too. Like during the day like this. I'd rather do it at night when everything is closed up, but you know. So let's get to it. Now the glass is clean, brushed off. See, everything looks good. I'm going to pull off the wet side of the MP10. I'm also going to pull out the Real 400 and the acrylic box, as well as the tube. I'm going to clean all of that and brush the back glass as well. Now, I don't normally brush the back glass. However, it has really built up. So I'm going to at least brush it off until it's all coralline, like it is right there in this section. So here I have 2 gallons of tap water. I'm going to add 1 cup of cleaning vinegar to it. So here is the water after. That's everything that came off of all this equipment here. This is a gallon of RO water. I'm just rinsing everything off of here so that none of the vinegar gets in the tank and spikes my pH. So I'm just gonna rinse all this off and soak through it while I continue to scrub all of this, or brush all of this, I'm sorry. Alright, so everything is back on and booming. The MP10 right now is on NTM mode, which is nutrient transport mode, and that is so that everything that I brushed off will go into the overflow and down into the sock so that we can complete the rest of the water change. Everything was filthy. I mean, just look at all of this craziness in here. It was pretty bad. And actually, I had a nice buildup of diatoms while the flow was off. So yeah, it was pretty filthy this time. Alright, so I've already recalibrated my refractometer. We're gonna go ahead and test this to make sure I don't have to add any more salt to it. Okay, salinity for this currently is 1.023. I know from one experience with this that if I add about a 1/4 cup, it brings it up to 1.027. I'm aiming for 1.026. That's my personal preference. As you can see, a lot of the stuff I toothbrushed off has settled. So I'm just gonna help the MP10 by keeping that all suspended. I'm gonna hit it with a baster. So I I retested the new saltwater and it came out to salinity 1.027. Well, let's go ahead and get the water drained. Not that dirty. It's not that yellow. It's really only dirty from the particles. That's pretty awesome. So I tested the new salt water first because I already know the salinity for the new salt water is 1.027. I'm going to test the tank right now. The alkalinity for the water came out at about 12, but it was more like 12.5 because I put in a 13th drop and that's what made it all the way yellow. At 12 drops, it was still more so green. Alright, so salinity on the tank came out to 1.025 and alkalinity on the tank came out to 7. So according to my calculations, this is what the new parameters would be. So we're gonna go ahead and get on with it, and I'm gonna test all the other parameters afterwards. So I'm gonna let the tank settle in, of course, before I test it for the final parameters, see if I need to adjust anything. But I want to show you guys really quick, just in case anyone asks. I haven't replaced this pad in a while, and that's because if you look at it, it's still super clean. This is after the water change. Test the new water parameters. Salinity is currently 1.026. Alkalinity on the tank came out to 7. pH is 7.5. Alkalinity is good. Nitrates are 0. Nitrites are 0. So that has been episode 4 of Water Change Monday. Today's water mixture was 4 parts Red Sea Coral Pro, 1 part Instant Ocean. Next week it will be 100% Red Sea Coral Pro. As I said last week, no complaints whatsoever. I like what I'm seeing. I like that every week when I do a water change, the Coral Pro is replenishing all of the nutrients and minerals that my tank needs. I never have to adjust for calcium. The Alkalinity always takes care of itself. Everything is working out for me so far. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Again, this is episode 4. Check me out next week for episode 5.